Hello, my friends from SJP. I don't know if you noticed outside, but the weather has gotten warmer. Spring is here. Summer, spring, summer. I don't know. In New England, sometimes spring is only like a week long, and then boom, it's summer. So, if you've been outside at all, you may have seen little things floating in the air. They are the bees. So, we're going to do this activity. This is a drawing of some bees. So, what you're going to need for this is pen, anything to color with, and maybe a piece of cardboard, like maybe some junk mail is perfect for this. Not even like heavy cardboard, but light cardboard. Sometimes you get flyers or menus or, advertisements in the mail. That's perfect for this. And some scissors. So off we go. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with 2 bees. I'm going to do one over here. And we start with a shape that's like a Christmas tree bulb, kinda. Like a Christmas tree ornament, or one of those night light bulbs. Bring that down. 2 little bumps there and there. Then a line here. So that's the basics of the body. And now we're going to do some wings. Now, do your best to keep them the same on each side, but I don't expect any miracles here. We're just going to do our very best. It has like a little bump thing there. Now if you see bees, let them be. They got a job to do. Now the second wing just sort of comes down like this. And the way to tell whether or not a bee is a good bee or not is to see if it has hair. If it's got hair, then it's a good bee. Alright, so now we're going to do legs. We got our wings. Now we're going to do some legs. One, 2 on each side. Now we're going to do 2 more. Now I don't know a lot about bugs and insects and bees, but I do know that an insect has 6 legs. So if it's got 6 legs, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 2 more sticking out here. Okay, so that's the basics of the body. And, okay, so bees have some stripes on their biggest section, I guess we'll call it that. And they also have hair. They're furry. They're kind of cute. And then this is their eyes, which I actually don't know if they're like what are those things? Flies. Alright, so I'm going to go over these lines with pen. Actually, let me draw a second bee. I'm going to do another one right here. I do know that bees live in groups. And they communicate through scent and dance, which is kind of cool. Bees are dancers, which is kind of neat. Eyes, head, and now wings. Again, just try your best to make it even. Oh yeah, that's way too small. If you have an eraser, erase. If you don't, just draw over it. When we go over everything with pencils and stuff later, it'll come out okay. Alright, now legs. I'm going to do 2 on this side. 1, 2. I know that there are some flies that look like bees, and they are those colors to scare animals that want to eat them. So other creatures would look at that and say, oh no, that's a bee, I don't want to eat that. If it has fur, it's a bee, and you should let it be. Oh, we forgot the little antennas. Okay, so let's jump in with some ink. Okay, so for the next part, let's have this scrap piece of cardboard, and I'm gonna try my very best to get a hexagon. What's a six-sided shape, Rich? Pentagon is five-sided. So those two will be across from each other. Maybe it is a hexagon. Well, I'm trying to get a six. Hexagon is eight-sided. Decagon is 10-sided. All right, so I think that's pretty good. Now I want to cut it out. Septagon is seven-sided. Yeah, hexagon is like an eight-sided, like a stop sign. Now this isn't perfect because nobody's that perfect. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take this shape now and I'm going to trace it as like my background. Trace it as best I can, and I want to try to not turn it too many times. See how that one doesn't quite fit. Actually, maybe this might not look that bad after all. Yeah, because then that one fits. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. I think I fixed it. Did you Google it for me, dear? Septagon is seven sides. Do me a favor, Google it for me. Oh no!
What shape are you doing, Mama? What shape are you doing?
We're trying to find out or remember what a six-sided shape is. So I am going to keep tracing this over and over. I'm going to speed it up, and we're going to Google and try and find out what that shape is called for you. Okay, so while I sped the video up, we found that it is called a hexagon, and I finished tracing all my hexagons is behind my bees. Now I'm going to leave the bees in black and white, and for this I just need two colors. You can use crayon or marker or colored pencil or whatever you have, does not matter. I'm going to use crayon, and what I'm going to do is we're trying to make like a hive where bees live and work. They have their honeycombs, and the whole thing is built with these little cells shaped like that, and they all link together perfectly. And inside of these cells, lots of different things happen. One thing that happens is that's where they lay the queen lays the eggs, and the bees come and feed the eggs and wait for them to grow until they are hatched and become big bees. And they also store the honey in these cells. So they serve multi-purposes as a home, as a baby growing area, and also for storage. So bees are pretty ingenious in their ways of creating cool stuff. Oh, I messed this area up. I'll just come down here. All right, so I'm going to do all of that with brown, and then I'm going to go all over everything else with the yellow, but I'm going to leave the bees white and black as sort of an emphasis. So let me speed things up. All right, so here's honeybees. I got my 2 bees in their little hive, colored the background, and then you see how when they're just in black and white like that, they really pop out and they become very emphasized because everything else is colored and they are not. So have fun, draw some bees, go look for some bees, but stay away from them. Don't mess with them. If it's got fur, leave it be.